Guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, especially if you love MMA as much as I do. Now, as a Tony Ferguson fan, I'm very stoked for this fight that he's having with Pimblett. Because Paddy Pimblett, think about it, he's a rising star. Heck, he is a star. He's a money fight. I think he's the real deal. I don't think he's overrated at all. And Paddy Pimblett did have, however, a questionable win in his last fight, in a fight that some people say he didn't win. I think he won. I mean, hey, it is what it is. He's good for business. He talks a lot of trash, but he backs it up in the cage. He's an exciting fighter. I think he'll be a champion one day. And what better way to come back and earn some respect than to beat a future Hall of Famer, a legendary guy like Tony Ferguson, who everyone was scared to fight while he was in his prime. You know, so I'm very excited for this fight. However, as a Ferguson fan, I'm picking Paddy Pimblett to win this fight. As far as which Tony will see, I think you'll see a very excited and motivated Tony Ferguson. Now, I understand he's past his prime at this point. Obviously, he doesn't move the same. He doesn't fight the same. He's very, very tough, and he's still dangerous. You know, Paddy Pimblett's still young and kind of raw in the UFC, even though he's on the rise. This will be a real big fight for Tony Ferguson, you know, because it's also a winnable fight because Paddy Pimblett puts himself in harm's way. He puts himself in danger while he's trying to finish other guys. I do think he beats Tony Ferguson. I think he'll get a big submission win over Tony Ferguson. Tony's been choked out in his last two fights. I think he'll choke out Tony Ferguson. First round, I think Tony's going to come out swinging like he did with Chandler. He will drop Paddy Pimblett a time or two in the first round, but Paddy will be able to recover. He's going to be hungry. He's going to be motivated to want to finish off a legend, a feared fighter like Ferguson. Second round, I think you'll see Paddy Pimblett. He'll be stunned a little bit after that first round. I think Tony wins the first round. Second round, I think Paddy will settle down. It'll be more of a slugfest, but then you'll kind of see Paddy Pimblett get the better of the stand-up exchanges, and eventually he'll take Tony down and use some ground and pound and finish the second round strong. Third round, however, you'll see Paddy Pimblett get the better of the stand-up, and I think Tony will shoot in for a takedown, and I think that will be his undoing. About like how he lost to Diaz. I think Paddy will just be a better fighter at this point in his career. Now, if Tony was in his prime, no. But clearly Tony has had better days, and he's been through a lot, you know. So I do think this could be fight of the night. It will be an exciting fight. It definitely should be on the main card. I think Tony deserves a really good paycheck, whether he wins or loses, because he's giving a younger guy a chance to get put over and to make a bigger name for himself than what he already has done. So I do have Paddy Pimblett winning the fight. A 95% chance of winning this fight. It should be a competitive fight, a hard fight for Paddy Pimblett. I do think he'll face a lot of adversity. You can't count Tony down. Tony's Tony. I mean, he's dangerous. But I do think Paddy Pimblett, it's his time to shine. I think he's a future world champion. I'm also a Paddy Pimblett fan. I'm a fan of his trash talk, his fighting style, his heart, his toughness and grit, and the way he wins fights. So it's a finisher taking on a finisher. Then young puppy trying to take out the old dog that everyone's scared of, especially while he was in his prime. You know, now guys want to fight Tony Ferguson. But hey, it's a great fight. I'm excited.